You ain't wrong. Week one.
All right.
Anyway.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
uh, how about Nick Chubb, man? Volume King.
Right down the line, baby.
Chubba
All
dub
day.
dub.
Give me in the end
Looking
zone,
at
and
your
it'll look real
flex
good.
spot.
Give me in the end zone, it's going to look real good.
All right, let's move it on, huh?
What you got?
We got King Taylor. What you got, kid?
Suck it, Todd. Go on.
glad we paused for that. All right. Anyway, so talking about our matchup.
Week 2.
That's how it works on there. So let's talk about ours first. Cody, what do you have to say for yourself, sir?
Suck it. I beat you, and now you're in the swamp. You're a loser.
Yeah, I guess.
So that's what.
That.
Yeah.
What about your team, man? What do you got? You got a lot of injuries to deal with this week, sir.
Man, it hits in a way that you just don't expect. Like every single time you watch your child fall off their bike, it's funny. But like that time they don't get up, you're like, oh shit. And that's where we're at now. It's oh shit.
How about we move on to my star-studded lineup that was let down by my two best players. If I'm putting up 115 with A.J. Brown and Stephon Diggs laying duds, then I'm happy with that. We'll say that. We'll say it once. We'll say it again. It's nice to see.
Only somebody that perennially comes in fourth place is happy when their star players shit the bed.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to be fine.
Hey, he loves 500. That does not bother Patrick at all. He is comfy.
Pretty sure I went on like a 7-game winning streak in the last year, so I'm 500.
Week 3.
Good start this week.
He's got a good spot.
Good start this week.
I don't think so, man.
It's going to start tonight in a mad matchup. It's going to be gross.
That I can see.
Which one you got next? Let's leave the big match for last, huh? So
the high scores.
Oh, hold on. Time out. Suck it, Jacoby.
Gotta get one of those every week. Can't wait to
start
losing.
3-0, baby.
This motherfucker over
Top of the mountain.
Anyway.
Week 4.
Anyhow, anything else for Allen? Tony Pollard never gets anything because the defense wins all the games for that. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah. He's gone down every week. 21 points, 16 points, 14. And
your first round draft pick get eliminated in a matchup by a 9th round defense.
That's what happened. So you got to
not just eliminated, but almost 4 times the points. Like 4 over eliminated.
Ooh.
Well, it's just crazy because you would think on many other teams.
Damn, Allen, you suck. You suck, Allen. Trash.
On many other teams.
Clap back for that. I can't wait to see that clip and text it to us on Sunday. My side of the ball.
Some other week.
Cooper Kupp out. Travis Kelce out. Patrick Mahomes out. I'm fighting you with one arm tied behind my back, but I don't know.
Just the way I like it.
But I don't know if I put up 140 even with those fucking guys.
Cody always seems to get this shit. He always gets you on the week where you got like 5 guys out. He fucking gets lucky and
nobody scores 100 against me.
Greatest week of all time. The week he
nobody does it.
Has to do it to win.
None of you are immune.
Scores 70 points.
None of you can do it.
140.
The only person who did score 100 on me so far this season is Patrick. But it doesn't matter because Patrick can't beat me. So like that's just the other rule that he just can't overcome.
Saving it up to beat you in a championship, bud.
You've never done it. You never will. Shut it.
You
won't be there. You won't be there.
That's why I didn't realize that nobody scored.
Also, this one.
Cody?
Same old story. Running backs don't exist. It never mattered anyway. Bye locked up, beating down the worst team in the league. I mean, there isn't a lot here. Just the most exciting part is that I'm going to have neither Aaron Jones, Latavius Murray matchup again because Swift can get in there for a piece that was sitting on my bench and couldn't get in my starting lineup. I had to bench the number 10 wide receiver on the year because my wide receivers are that good.
Well, not to stroke the ego, as we shall say, but
go ahead, do it though. Do it about Trisha's sorry ass squad. You guys keep talking about me. Like,
hold on,
you're not gonna like that.
Hold on a minute. It's not a terrible trade. I didn't know that's what he was going for because I didn't really entertain it. Still probably not going to entertain it. I don't really need to do that. So
Okay.
We'll see. I'll think about it. I got a day.
Cody offered me a shiesty little trade, and
isn't that shiesty though?
The trade was different, but the
shiesty though,
the trade maneuver was exactly the same.
Yes, it is.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I can't blame
No,
you.
it's not. I mean, what do you do when you're sitting on top? You sit back and rest on your laurels? No, you try to build that roster.
Well, you try to add some firepower before you get there. I get it.
You don't always get to have 2 weeks in a row where your games don't matter.
Well, yeah.
Fantasy
all you got to do is beat Cody.
But you can't do that. You know that. You never have.
Wait, you two play each other this week?
No, in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
He won't be there. It's fine.
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
I'm not worried about it.
Let's talk about you getting beat by the perennially underscoring Brant's team. Let's talk about that. What do you have to say for yourself?
We can talk about it shortly because it really has almost no playoff implications.
Yeah, it's true. It has 0 playoff implications. He's out. I'm in. I get a bye. It took the strongest point total of the week and against me of the season to get that victory. Hey, good job.
Got to get this. All right. Can you guys hear me? Did I lose both of you? I think we lost them, folks. All right. So if we're breaking down the matchups to come, clearly, folks, I'm going to win 4 in a row. I will be the points champion. We won't edit this part out. Look at these boys. They know I'm right. Look at them. Look at them here. Listen to me respectfully. Look at them. Intrigued from Mr. Wilson down below. We got Cody over here with a hopeful stare out in the future, thinking about how great my team could be. Let me just get on my soapbox here for a second and let everybody know the butt wrecking that I'm about to put on this team. And it's down to me. Bring in my close-up. We'll bring the guys back in a second, okay? Let me just give a warning, shall we say, a shot over the bow to the rest of the league because we're going to go 4-0. We're going to take that first round bye. Cody's about to drop 4 in a row. You all know it's coming. That luck can't continue. Nobody, you guys know that. Like, let's be real, okay? So my team's running it out. We're taking the title and the jersey. And we'll see y'all next year. Better luck next time. Anyway, we got Mr. Wilson back in here. Cody doesn't know how to work Zoom.
Happened.
And then it all fell apart.
Well,
hey, you've been building your roster for weeks 15 and 16, though.
I haven't been this.
Build it very well.
I haven't been this bad at fantasy football in 4 years, and I gotta think about hanging it up.
This guy every fucking year when he loses.
I gotta think. I mean, you gotta consider it. You
think his puppy eyes are from the weed. It's not. It's from the crying.
Yeah. Oh man, we were going to start this one off a different way, guys, but let's get into it. So we got a week 15.
I'm talking about
worst run defense.
Shit.
Because you're not going to bench Montgomery or Tony Pollard, so I doubt that's going to happen.
Well, we'll see. We'll subterfuge. You never know.
You're just trying to get out of this conversation because now you're thinking about not playing Isaiah Likely.
I'm not gonna not play Isaiah Likely.
We got him. You heard it. You heard it. We got him.
And then I'll switch you.
He's locked in on Isaiah Likely. You stupid bitch.
Yeah, pivot now.
We got him.
Hey, pipe down, 4th place. Anyway. And you got to take it now. Take it. Right. Anyway. Because you're going to get 4th place. We all know that, right? We all know that, right? we all know.
Hey, 4th place is probably better than 11th.
Feels the same.
Should we break down your shit burger of a matchup that nobody cares about?
No.
You mean for 3rd and 4th?
Yeah.
This is called the sounds of silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked along narrow streets of cobblestone, 'neath the halo of a street lamp.
Loser.
Monologue or something like that. Told
Help
everybody he was going to run it out
me.
and get into the championship. It's kind of interesting that all that came true, isn't it, folks? You know.
Have you
called
written
me-
Alan a thank you letter yet?
Well, we'll see if Tyreek plays or not. He almost boned me this week. Needed a real down week from Erica and some key injuries on her squad to make it through. Keaton Mitchell,
Key
Devontae
injuries.
Yeah.
All time.
Yeah, big time injuries for Erica.
All season long.
Yeah, man. You know what? Sometimes it's not about being good; it's about being lucky.
Mm.
And we were a little bit lucky the last few weeks, and you know we appreciate that. Felt
It's
good
nice.
to get revenge.
It's nice getting a playoff win with less than 100 points, isn't it?
It is. I mean, honestly, I think if I had Tyreek in there, we would have cleared 100. You know, healthy Tyreek would have made up for Diggs' shit. In the
Coulda,
bed.
woulda, shoulda. If
Diggs
I
has
had a
been
good team,
garbage.
I'd have put up 140. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, I'm a little bit nervous, honestly. I mean, Jacoby's team looks like a juggernaut right now with the twin engines out there in San Fran. We're hoping my Baltimore boys can shut them down, and then Lamar can do something. I mean, that's what we're hoping for this week. That's all I got. But if we're breaking down, I mean, let's talk about the league a little bit. So, I mean, there's been some craziness in the league this week. You guys got gifted a bed of roses by the hated Seattle Seahawks, who under
that,
the
by the way.
guidance of Drew fucking Lock found a way to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Who would have seen it, dude?
With a 92-yard game-winning drive.
Wild. Drew
Matt
Lock, stuff
Patricia,
of legend. John
new
Elway.
defensive coordinator. Calling
Yeah.
the shots in Philly.
Why does anybody trust Matt Patricia anymore? Like,
Yeah,
the
but
guy, come on, man.
did you listen to Nick Wright today? He's like, they blame this coordinator, and they blame the one before them, blame the one before them. Maybe it's the personnel.
Yeah, maybe they're not very good.
Well, there's been some pretty significant injuries. I mean, their best defensive player was not playing. One of their key linebackers was also out. And Shaq Leonard is a fine replacement, right? But he's not what he used to be. You have a walk-on safety, undrafted safety playing back there who played well, but
kind of my point. How much blame can you put on a coordinator when we've got all these issues? Like, front four is pretty good, right? But Sam Howell is taking your team to overtime. Like, it's not good teams that are able to torch that defense.
Their secondary has been pretty trash since about week 7. They've been bad for a while now. They were dominant early on in the year, but they've been bad for a minute now. So at this point, and to be honest, in that game, if we're laying the blame at anybody, I got to lay the blame on the offense. Why are we not running the ball down Seattle's throat? I mean, if you watch early on in that game, DeAndre Swift is getting 4 or 5 yards a carry. Jalen Hurts clearly was not right. I mean, you watch that man run the ball, did not have the burst he normally has. He's got a knee issue. He had the flu. Why are you putting it on Jalen Hurts when you have one good running back, you have 2 other capable ones? Run the damn ball. You got the best O-line in the league. Run the ball, win the game.
I think it's a mindset thing. I think they're mentally drained and beaten right now. There's 2 games against San Francisco and Dallas. Even just watching Jalen Hurts in his post-game presser, he had no life. He was like a beaten dog. It was almost hard to watch.
Yeah, they gotta figure it out, man, because
Not
they're gonna run into
Lovely.
a brick wall right now. I mean, and hopefully,
if they gotta go on
ahead.
the road in the playoffs to Detroit, they're gonna lose.
They very well might.
They're gonna
because
get beat
Detroit's
by
figured
the
it out
fucking
again.
Lions.
Detroit's figured it out again. The last 2 weeks they look good. And Detroit locked down the division. They got to win one more, but they're gonna win one more game at least. So they got the North. The Eagles to me look like the team that's fading the most. I mean, the Cowboys got to figure it out on the road. They don't have it figured out on the road. They got absolutely run over by the Bills. 300
Dude,
yards on the ground, was it? I mean, come on.
It's
like 230
on
or something.
offense. It's
Touchdown.
that entire cadence. Like you take sound against your offense, and you can't perform because they're like, all right, well, you better be playing in fucking Arlington every goddamn game.
It was almost
They're
a
not
game
going to be
script
either,
thing,
though.
but it was a sneaky thing because they started off playing hot. That you could tell they were a little more flat because the Bills just wanted it more. But they had an opening drive where they had the personal foul to continue a drive, led to 7 points. Bills' next drive, they get all the way down there. They have the guy should have blocked the punt, but makes a gaff, ends up another 15 yards, gives them a extended drive. They get a touchdown on that. And that defense is all nickel and dime backs for the most part in the secondary.
Small
So you
guys.
start running when they're behind 2 scores, and it just snowballs.
Yeah.
They really missed their linebackers too. I mean, Leighton Vander Esch is a big loss in the run game. I mean, that's his best. That's his best.
When we see Overshown next year, we're all gonna be like, who the fuck was Leighton Vander Esch? It don't matter. But like, I thought we were gonna see that guy this year, and I'm really bummed that we lost him for the entire season before week fucking 1.
Yep.
We got dogs.
Yeah.
Vander Esch is just one of those guys that while he's not as quick as he used to be, he's a field general. He studies the game and he gets other people in position.
He's good.
Is a big deal.
He's good between the tackles too. You know, he's
Mhm.
a big, beefy linebacker. He plays well against the run. And the other thing that hurt you guys in that game too is that Frank Clark or whatever, not Frank Clark, whatever Clark, whoever that guy is.
Mhm.
He's a good against the run too. Bigger guy. He went down. That affected it.
Yeah.
You know, you're not relying on Deron Bland to stop the run. You know,
No.
he's not a run stopping type guy. Steph Gilmore is a physical corner, but you know he can only do so much playing on the outside. You know,
Well, they were missing. I can't remember his name. Was it Wilson? They were missing. They were missing one of their safeties too. That
Donovan.
he's
Yeah.
usually really good and flying up to the line for run support too.
No, I think it was Malik Hooker, which is
Okay.
usually their center fielder, and then the other ones stay closer to the line of scrimmage. But the other ones, I mean, Wilson and Curse. But Hooker was out, so I think Curse had to stay back the entire game, and he's a bigger man.
Yeah, absolutely. He would be better against the run. You know, so there's some personnel issues, but overall too. I mean, you watch that game. Josh Allen was playing with all the juice. Like he was running over people. Like he wanted that one bad. You know, and they
You could
got
tell
it.
it was a playoff game for the Bills, and the Cowboys were like, "Yeah, it'd be nice to have this."
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't. You know, it didn't work out for them. So hopefully they figure it out on the road. They're going to have to play at least one game on the road.
Yep.
You know, if they win the division, they might have the first 2
Unless,
at home, and then they got to
you
play
know,
one in the
San
road.
Francisco loses a quarterback in the divisional round, also they don't have to go on the road anymore.
Well, that's true. It's possible. And then also they got.
I can see Philly doing that to him.
Baltimore is going to be a rough game. That San Fran Baltimore game is going to be dirty. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to watch that.
We
got some good games. The Niners got to play the Ravens and the Dolphins before the year's over.
Wow.
Yeah, they got some big ones. And then Baltimore's got
sorry.
the Niners. And then,
Misinformation. It's Baltimore that has to play the other 2 teams. They play the Niners and the Dolphins. I don't think the Niners have to play the Dolphins.
I thought Baltimore already played the Dolphins. No? Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't. You're right.
I think that's Christmas. I don't know. You keep talking. I'll do some research on that.
No, you're right. You're right. Because we were playing Madden and I got the Dolphins, and they do play Baltimore next week. So, yeah. Anyway, I mean that's kind of what's up in the division. You have my pack just completely imploding. I don't know what the hell we're doing, making Baker Mayfield look like an absolute superstar. We could not stop a wide receiver screen to save our lives. I don't know what's going on. We need a new defensive coordinator. I've been saying it for a while. We've been the worst team against the run for 3 fucking years. If you can't figure that out and improve, get gone, dude. Like, come on, man. It's so like they can't stop a paper kitten on defense. It's ridiculous, man. Yeah, like just don't worry about it. All right.
You know what they say about the paper kitten?
Sure as snow. Sure as snow up the middle.
They can't stop.
Baker Mayfield is worth approximately 3 Derek Carrs.
He's you know,
unbelievable.
All credit to Baker Mayfield. He's got his team in playoff position, and they're going to get there. You know, so I mean, hey man, it's a results driven league, and they're going to win the division. So, and nobody saw that coming. You know, we all thought it was going to be Atlanta.
I'm waiting for the week for you guys to admit
New Orleans.
that Baker Mayfield is better than Derek Carr.
Yep.
Oh, we argued against you that it was Derek Carr, didn't we? Yeah,
Yeah.
Baker
Mhm.
at this point is clearly better. Carr's been dealing with some injuries. Okay, let's give him fair value.
I don't feel that that's accurate.
What?
Still,
That Derek
I
Carr's
hate
that-
Giving him an out for it.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't believe in it.
I don't know, man. He's looked pretty good lately. But anyway, let's we're spending so much time on this because we don't have that many matchups that really matter this week, guys. So we'll
Yeah,
burn
none of
through
it.
them. But
Well,
No,
last note, just to correct my misinformation, the Dolphins scheduled to finish the year, Cowboys, Ravens, and 49ers.
wow, that's brutal.
Jesus.
That's brutal. It's either gonna get them super ready for playoff football, or they're gonna have a lot of injuries.
They're going to be broken.
Yeah, exactly. So one or the other, man. We'll see how it goes. But if we're getting into it, we can kind of
Brutal.
run through. What are you saying? What are you saying, Cody?
I'm just thinking that schedule. That's fucking brutal.
Brutal to end the year. That's
Jesus.
hard, man.
Thankfully, 2 of them are at home, but it doesn't make you feel that much better.
Fuck.
Well, and then they did the smart thing, and they let it pissed me off, but they let Tyreek rest, which was the smart thing. They did not need
Yeah.
the ball to beat the Jets. I mean, good
Yeah.
God. But if we're talking about matchups here a little bit, between me and Erica is kind of a down week. I just had enough average performances to get it done. That's really what it was. I mean, none of them really imploded. None of them really went over the top. Isaiah Likely is my fucking MVP, man. That guy has been doing it for me. 15 points plus the last 2 weeks. Lamar likes his tight ends, and Isaiah Likely is a good tight end. He's not Mark Andrews, but he's good enough. He's athletic and he can catch passes. And he had a huge catch on that dipsy do dunkaroo play where Lamar ducked under the defensive end and then chucked it down to the corner. And Likely just dunked on those guys.
Dipsy
on the
do.
ball.
Dipsy do dunkaroo.
I mean, that's what it was, man. That's what he did. And then Lamar got enough on the ground. That's where his value is. He did have a big passing day, but he had 70 yards on the ground. It's going to pad any stat line,
Mhm.
Don't really like what's going on in Detroit with Jahmyr Gibbs being so heavily involved in the red zone for David Montgomery. And they got a tough matchup next week against Minnesota. Minnesota's good against the run. It's not going to be great for me next week. Tony Pollard, I mean, we talked about it. The boys did not have a great game. Steph Diggs is a shell of himself right now. I don't know what the hell's going on out there. Cannot get it done the last 3 weeks. He has done nothing. After being on a tear, he's done nothing the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, this week they just didn't need him.
But even the weeks they have needed him, he's just not. He got injured a little bit there for a minute, and he hasn't looked right since then. Kind of like Austin Eckler, where he looks like just not right. That's kind of the way Diggs has been looking lately.
Yeah, he's hit double digits in, I think, one of his last 5 games.
Yeah, it's not been going well for Mr. Diggs. So I'm honestly considering putting that man on the bench. But the problem is I think they're playing the Chargers, so I don't think I can
They
do
are
that.
playing the Chargers. Yeah.
So you gotta run him out there. You gotta run him out there against the Chargers.
That's a get right game for someone like Stephon Diggs.
Here's the
just
problem,
like-
though.
So does that mean you're benching Stephon Diggs? Oh,
No,
wait.
Hubbard's probably hitting the bench.
Okay.
Unfortunately, even though he's getting 25 touches a game right now. But he's the volume king right now. He's not doing any touchdowns or anything, but he's getting 10 plus a week because he's getting 25 touches, And they took down a hapless Atlanta team who cannot figure out how to beat the worst team in football. My God.
That's why we're not playing that division in fucking
disgusting.
Madden. I just
Disgusting.
couldn't. I couldn't load my game and see those colors and be like, "Cool, let's have fun now."
I would try to fire my coach and get somebody other than Arthur Smith if we did that. Fuck that guy. He's so bad.
Respect.
Anyway, I'm staunch on my dislike of Arthur Smith. You guys all know that. But so that's kind of what it was. The only worry I have against, if we're looking forward a little bit against Diggs and the Chargers is that we all know what happens when NFL teams clean house and they get a new coach in. Sometimes the team plays out of their mind the next week, and so we hope we don't get a Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack superstar game, and then Josh Allen just winging picks all over the field because it could happen. It happens.
Like they finally start letting like Justin Herbert throw it down the field, and you remember he can throw the ball 80 yards.
Well, Herbert's out for the year though. He ain't coming back.
Oh fuck, that's right.
That'd be pretty impressive.
That would have been really
With
impressive.
a broken
then, huh?
finger,
Yeah.
it'd be pretty impressive.
Slinging it.
But yeah, I mean, Erica, the only thing she really had this week was Mostert's touchdowns. That was keeping her hanging around because he was having a big game. The rest of their guys did nothing. Sam Howell.
I mean, if she'd I don't know what world you do it in, but if she just started Clyde Edwards in a flex, she'd have beat you.
Yeah. Clyde Edwards had a big game. I was honestly thinking it was going to be more of a Jerick McKinnon thing. And McKinnon played fine too, but Clyde Edwards had a big old day. You know? Oh, this is fun. We're gonna
Damn.
do
I mean, little chop chop.
We're
Got
back.
Wisconsin again.
Yep. All right. If it happens again, I'll have to fucking do the router shit. But
Well,
anyway.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, he didn't have that many touches, Clyde, but he had 4 receptions for 64 receiving yards and a touchdown. I didn't see it. Did he have like a big bomb that he caught?
Big catch, 30-yarder, I think. It was a good catch too. A leaping grab, kind of had to spin around to catch it. It was a good catch.
Yeah.
You forget
yeah,
the man
18
was a
points on the
first-round
bench
draft
is a
pick.
big deal in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, Pacheco is coming back next week though, so that nonsense is going to end. But anyway, I mean, that's kind of the story of our matchup. Felt nice to beat the wife and hold true to my word that I was gonna beat her, you know. And here we are, guys. Championship Patty. You know what I'm saying? We're rolling into that round.
Championship game, Patty. Okay, there's an
we haven't been
important
there in a while, so
distinction.
it feels good. Feels good.
It does, I bet it does. You know what? Congratulations on making it there. You haven't won it yet, but credit where credit is due. You're in the big game.
And
You're
honestly,
in the formerly known as Cody Stein Championship.
don't even
Classic.
hammer that shit. It's now the Pat Meyer Invitational, folks.
If you notice, my background's a little different. The trophy was hurting my soul and has been placed back in the garage until a winner is decided.
Cody was about to do the podcast from down here when I started out talking. He was talking down here. He's in his little turtle shell.
Fucking.
Well, you want to talk about your matchup real quick? What happened?
Yeah,
What'd you do?
the fucking turd that you laid, dude. Come on, man.
The Cowboys not only getting roasted on game of the week, but doing it in a way that
Ended my season. Yeah.
season.
Yeah. So that is what happens when you
I
ride
mean,
on high.
to be fair, you got beat by 65. So like it wasn't just Dak Prescott and Dallas.
But it was though, you know, it was.
Then you heard it was.
It all went exactly like that. So
I don't think
I
you
was
were
in
gonna
bed
do
by
it.
8 p.m.
a
and
little bit of Amon Ra trash talk to the league. That it's
Oh,
like,
yeah. Yeah, it was great.
Well, even your former hero Ezekiel Elliott let you down too.
Look,
So
I'm
that's
probably
fun.
just never gonna play fantasy football ever again.
That's not
So,
true. He'll be super
that's-
excited about
The
Formula
league is
Focus.
validated by seeing the man that has had zero. Like I know that the
No.
zero RB strategy was big coming into the season, but you decided to carry it all the way through week 15.
I
That's
drafted
dedication. That's
in
dedication.
the first 3 rounds 2 running backs.
Yeah. I was the one who did that, by the way, and it worked out for
Yeah.
me because I was able to make trades. But
Yeah, you were able to pick the meat off of a couple of people's bones.
Nick
That's
Chubb
that's what it is.
and Aaron Jones end up costing me my season.
you even got Jones back just to screw you too. Looked like he was
That's
going to
just-
have a big day. Looked
He
like was
should
gonna
have had a
day.
big day.
No,
Yeah,
no AJ Dillon playing to take carries. Didn't matter.
They were just like, "Oh, cool, 5 yards of carry. Yeah, let's put this in the hands of Jordan Love. See how that goes."
Yeah. Yeah, that's how
Come
it
on,
went.
man. It's like, what are you doing?
Ugh.
I mean,
And
you
then-
could still win money though,
You could,
but
you
it'd just
No.
be your entry fee.
Nothing matters. No, it's there's one prize. There's only one. There's only one thing that
Well,
matters.
Technically, there's
And
three.
I am as bad as
4 if you
everybody
count the
else
jersey.
now.
There's 4 prizes.
I've lost it. It's over. My
Does that mean
prime
we got a spot to
was
fill in the league next year?
yesteryear. I mean, you ought as well start looking down the list, boys.
Who was it that was
Because I
asking
lost
us?
it.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Trey.
out.
Trey. Okay.
Yeah, it ain't gonna
I'm
happen.
worthless.
Anyway,
I'm as awful
honestly-
as the rest of you now.
I'm honestly a little bit. If I'm being honest with you,
I am average at best.
Be honest with me.
mean,
I
shit,
am the Jalen Hurts of our league. Just keeping my head above water.
Yeah, but you can't squat 600 pounds.
No. I said our league.
But I mean, Jacoby's team looks like a juggernaut right now. To be honest,
Christian
with you.
McCaffrey put up 40.
Dude.
And Debo is on an absolute fucking tear right now. Okay, so we don't like that. And also,
We love that.
Cleveland has unlocked the offense behind old man Flacco and 14 targets to David Njoku. That ain't great. We don't like that. We
To
don't like
continue on the stat line I dropped last week, if you add on this week, so 4 weeks, the last month of games, Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey have combined for 207 points. Just the two of them.
That's ridiculous.
That's gross.
I mean, Christian McCaffrey is the best player in football. We say it every week, and it ain't close. The man
But
should
that's-
get the MVP. He should
That's
have the MVP.
unreal. That's both of them averaging 25 a week through a month on the same roster.
But hear me out, though. In a year where there hasn't really been a quarterback that is separated, nobody's throwing 40 touchdowns.
Mhm.
Look at what McCaffrey's done. I mean, you have quarterbacks this year, right? The quarterbacks this year, top one, I think, is Dak or somebody at 28.
Mm.
Okay, McCaffrey probably has 20-some touchdowns as a running back.
Mhm.
Okay, he's got 1,300 yards.
Exactly 20.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's got 1,300 yards on the ground, and he's probably got another 500 in the air, and 20 touchdowns. The man's the MVP. That team is
Yeah.
entirely different without.
Well, and then add 57 catches in a half PPR league. That's 25 points by itself, and that's just the little bit of padding on top of it.
Yeah,
Mm.
to me, it needs to be a year where they look at somebody other than a fucking quarterback, because to me, he's the most important player on offense in the league. And it's always an offensive player who wins. So
I would agree. And the quarterbacks are so like, if you look at Brock Purdy, you look at Dak Prescott, you look at any of the front runners for quarterback MVP, except for maybe Lamar. He's been a little bit more consistent. They've all had ups and downs. They're all kind of within a margin of each other. But there's Christian McCaffrey, and then there's every other running back.
name a week. Okay, if we're looking at his weeks, he has not had a bad week. Has not had a bad week. His worst week was 12 points. That's what you hope for from most of your RB2, okay, on the middling RB1 players.
If Tyreek gets 2,000 receiving, is he the MVP?
It depends on how the Dolphins do the next 3 weeks, because I don't think you give an MVP to a team that doesn't even make the playoffs. And you saw the last 3 games they got. They might be the last seed sneaking in.
It's possible.
They're gonna be in the playoffs, right?
They will.
Most likely. But again, what's their record right now? And they play the Niners, the Cowboys, and the Ravens to finish the season.
If they lose 3 and the Bills win out, the Bills win the division. The Bills are playing well right now.
And the Bills have 3 wins on their schedule, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Do the Bills and the
They
Dolphins
play
not
each other the last week of the season.
Yeah,
you guys a Madden matchup. Remember?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know they
17.
have to play each other
That'd
because
be spicy.
Patrick
That'd
and
be
I.
spicy.
For
For the division last week. Oh, that would be fun.
That would be so much fun.
I hope that happens.
That would
That'd
make
be
me a
really fun.
believer in happiness again.
That could easily happen too. I mean, they could lose to Dallas. They could lose to Baltimore. I see them losing probably both of those games.
Well, the Dolphins only have a 2-game lead, so they would, if they win one of the next 2 and then beat the Bills, you know what I mean? They might only need the Bills might only need 2 instead of 3. They can still take the division.
Yeah. But anyhow, I mean, there's not much else to say here. Jacoby's teams are rolling right now. And he keeps sticking with Jordan Love. And I mean, even though the Packers have been losing, Love's been putting up okay stat lines. Last week was kind of rough. But even though they're losing, and it's partially due to him not making the play when he needs to make it. Honestly, in the Giants game, he did make the play, and the defense blew it at the end. But against the Bucs, I honestly thought he looked okay. It's just they don't have the firepower and their defense sucks. But Love's been putting up, fine stat lines, so
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe he's
We'll
right
see.
to rolling with him.
Jacoby's put up about 130 for 4 weeks in a row. Coming out hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a big old week to take home the championship, and that's what it should take. You know what? If you're gonna take it home, you should put it on your shelf with 150 points. You know what I mean?
I do feel good about the two teams that are in it. And if Todd would have snuck in too, I feel like he was up there. Coming to the playoffs, I was pretty sure that Patrick, Todd, and Jacoby had the 3 top dogs. So I'm glad 2 of the 3 of them made it in.
I mean, and like just look at Todd's luck too. I mean, look at the week his team had. That his team had.
I don't know if that's the right way.
I got it all mixed up. I didn't put him in the right spot, so don't worry about it. But anyway, I mean, if we're running through the other ones, Todd takes down Strozzi in the high flying matchup of the week. Massive performances out of both their teams. Todd just had the career day by James Cook. That's what put him over the top. I mean, huge fucking day.
Todd, is there a way that we can maybe change in the league? I don't know. Maybe we can run through ideas because the whole 5th place is just a void.
Well, there's nothing else to do.
2 weeks in a row.
Maybe we give him a free pizza or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's better than nothing. Maybe you win 5th place to get a pizza.
I mean, I'm thinking about the old school wrestling days where you lose on the winner's side of the bracket, you get added to the loser's side of the bracket kind of thing. But
no, you know what it is? Here's an interesting idea. If you get 5th place, if you win the 5th place matchup,
which matchup?
because
they play twice.
I mean, I think if you just play them the 1 week.
Yeah. Okay. We could figure it out. But this is my proposition. Because you have the championship matchup. Obviously, you're playing for something. 3rd place matchup, there's a prize there. Okay. The 5th place matchup, there's nothing to play for, really. Okay. The 5th place matchup, if you win, we buy you 3 drinks at the draft. How about that? I don't know.
Nah, I don't support it.
I don't.
We get you hammered so that you draft.
Why are we giving away?
Yeah, I don't think we should add a prize because what that would be is the 5th place person would get something and the 4th place person wouldn't.
4th place person.
This seems like a great opportunity to propose that we get rid of every prize that isn't the big purse.
Nah,
you give everything to the champion.
You got to have the jersey because it keeps.
Okay, fine. The jersey's another fucking fuck that. I'm talking about cash prizes as of like placing. Why are we paying out anybody who's not the champion?
Well, I'm fine with an agreement, a gentleman's agreement like you 2 did last year, but you gotta keep that in there. You should get.
What about 3rd place?
I'm fine with the way.
I've grown up with a podium idea in my head, so I like the 3rd place getting their money back. I don't like them leaving the league in the green. They're not. They'll be neutral. They didn't win anything. They just got their shit back.
But the other thing is too. Okay, you got to remember, Cody. Next year we're going to $150. Okay, it's going to be a nice championship purse as it is, sir. Like that's going to be $1,350 next year.
It should go all to one person.
Yeah.
Well, you make it there, and you will have the ability to discuss that with the other person in the game, like we did when I took your winnings, sir.
I want 3rd place's money too.
Anyway, if we're
you're going to get 3rd place's money this year, if you're lucky.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Erica's going to boathouse you. Is what's going to happen.
I'm going to put up 36.
Oh no! Are you going to take Patrick's spot?
Yeah, I'm trash now. Yeah, I'm garbage.
Player.
The league's going to feel a little different next year.
Yeah, a little fucking wetter. Okay, I'm not into it. It's disgusting.
Anyway, let's burn through the rest of these. Look ahead to next week. And
I don't think we need to touch any more of these, other than the fact that it's me and Austin in last place.
No, there's only one thing to talk about. It's Patrick and it's Jacoby.
Yeah,
that's it.
Let's touch on the 3rd place game a little bit. The only thing I was going to say,
and then Saka.
I think it deserves mention that I think Brent scored the least amount of points that anybody put up in any single week matchup of anyone throughout the year. 43.
And it wasn't because he just had all his points on his bench either. It was nothing.
He played his guys. Other than Olave, who maybe he thought was going to play. But Negative
Never seen
points
it.
from Bijan Robinson, by the way.
I'm so glad he put up 140 last week when I put up 133 just to keep me in my downward spiral. I think I've lost 7 of 8.
It would be
End up in
fun.
the Sacco Bowl.
Oh,
What
God.
the fuck is this?
It would be
Jesus
fun to
Christ.
shame you. It would be fun to shame you.
It would be
after
fun
you
to
really
shame.
won
I mean, it's
the
gonna be fun to shame anyone.
It would almost be fun to be shamed at this point because, like,
pick.
7 of 8, I deserve it. Punish me.
Well, is it more fun for you to at least get that?
You're gonna have an
attention than
opportunity.
just being 11th.
Huh? Yeah,
Is
I
it
mean,
more fun
honestly,
for you to
11th is
do
going to feel
something?
great because it won't end in a hot dog costume or
The-
something of the sort.
The
Probably gonna be a
greatest
cool
part about
costume.
11th, like, is you show up and you be the loudest heckler. You just be the absolute. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
you ring the bell
Yeah.
the loudest. You
Because if I
really
freestyle
Should we
from
get
the
bells?
from
yeah, I'm getting bells.
well, the thing
Oh,
is, I'm in the exact trajectory that Dave was last year. Dave just missed the playoffs, was the 7th seed, and then nosedived into the finals to fucking lose the Bailey, and that was that. And this year's Bailey is Allen, so
Mhm.
here we are.
There we go.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, yeah, man, I don't know. But anyway, let's look forward. We got Jacoby and me in the marquee
I'm picking
championship
Jacoby.
matchup. I would pick Jacoby. I might pick him too, man. Because
You guys are projected both
fucking hate you.
114.
I
Like you're
f-
projected within 0.1 of each other, though. So I don't know, man.
if we're digging into it, okay, it's going to come down to Baltimore, San Fran, clearly. But the other matchups, okay, Alvin Kamara is losing work to Jamal Williams.
Oh man.
Dave Montgomery's got a tough matchup with Minnesota. Tony Pollard probably going to be able to run the ball on Miami. You would think. DK gets a good matchup, but they're playing in Tennessee. Okay,
Well,
that's not great.
dudes, the San Francisco Baltimore one you mentioned that's going to come down to is the Monday night game. Our league
I know.
is going to come down to the last game.
It's going
It's
to
going
be
to be
great.
so good.
It's going to be great.
I
mean-
it's like a storybook ending.
That game should be historical, and it's going to be so sad for you, Patrick.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. We'll see.
Are you going to start Isaiah
like
Likely
being the
against San
underdog.
Francisco, or are you going to sneak Darren Waller in there now that he's back?
I probably gotta run Likely out there.
You got to.
I
You got to
can't
do
trust
it.
Darren Waller.
You got to
Can't
put that
trust
on.
Darren
You got to
Waller.
put that on the line.
Can't trust Darren Waller. Come on, man.
Really? I don't know, man. I think that
Yeah, you
Tommy
can't trust
DeVito,
Darren
Darren Waller might be some magic.
Tommy ain't
Yeah,
playing. It's gonna be Tyrod.
Even
Tommy's
better.
got a concussion,
Even better.
and he got roasted on social media today.
I think
for
you got to
upping
play
his
Darren
games.
Waller. I think you got to do the sneak punch, man.
Absolutely,
You need
not.
the sneak attack.
Stop trying to stop
I
that.
I want to see Isaiah Likely because I want more to matter about that game.
Yeah, I'm playing Isaiah Likely. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not trusting the fucking Giants. Are you
I
kidding
mean,
me?
I think Patrick's making the wrong call.
I mean,
Like,
Darren
I
Waller
want him to
against
do that.
what we've decided is like the 26th ranked defense in Philadelphia. Anybody can score on them.
Did
And who
they-
does a struggling
Yeah,
third
no.
string quarterback like a tight end?
Jake, you're making the right decision, but I want
No.
Patrick to lose, so I want
No.
Isaiah Likely to play.
guys, Tyrod Taylor throws the ball down the field. He's not a tight end guy.
Yeah, to tight ends.
Yeah, to Darren Waller,
No,
who's
he
basically
doesn't.
a wide receiver in the tight end
He's
position.
the best wide receiver they got. They're gonna be chucking
No.
and ducking.
Tyrod Taylor, the last time he was in, was throwing the ball to Slayton and Jalen Hyatt,
Yeah,
not
okay,
Darren Waller.
whatever. You just keep on thinking all that because I want you to do exactly what you're
Okay.
gonna do.
Hey,
Okay.
guess what? I might get Ramondre Stevenson back this week too, so maybe we'll throw him in there for
Well, that's
against
not what we're
Denver.
talking about.
Worst run
No one
defense.
gives a
league.
shit. No one gives
You
a
Well,
shit.
we're
Because you're not going to bench
deflecting.
Montgomery or
No.
Tony Pollard, so I doubt that's going to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll subterfuge. You never know.
You're just trying to get out of this conversation because now you're thinking about not playing Isaiah Likely.
I'm not gonna not play Isaiah
We-
Likely.
We got him.
I'm
You heard
locked
it.
in.
You heard
Doing
it. We got him.
And then I'll switch.
He's locked in on Isaiah Likely. You stupid bitch.
Yeah, pivot now.
We got him.
Hey, pipe down, fourth place. Anyway, and you got to take it now. Take it
You do.
Right. anyway, because you're gonna get fourth place. We all know that, right? We all know that, right?
Fucking kill myself.
We all know.
Hey, fourth place is probably better than 11th.
Mm. Feels the same.
Should we break down your shit burger of a matchup that nobody cares about?
No.
You mean for third and fourth?
Yeah,
I mean, I think
it
Eric
doesn't matter.
but-
Cool. She
I
probably
mean, it
does.
does matter because $100 on the line and
Who
a
cares?
podium.
She's got a lot
Anybody
of
that's
injuries.
not
man.
about to lose the third place matchup cares, Cody.
Mm.
Got a lot of injuries on Erica's squad too. Shoas Keaton
Same.
Mitchell, Jamar Chase. No,
Yeah,
your
the
team's
third place
way
matchup
healthier
does
than
feel
theirs.
kind of like a cripple fight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Certainly does. You might get Keenan Allen back.
Cool. I might win by 3 by scoring 43.
Hey man, that's still a win.
So if you win third place, are you gonna donate your $100 to the victory? Out of principle.
Yeah, put your money where your mouth is, sir.
Yep.
This guy. We got him. We got
We
him.
got him. We got him.
Cue the South Park meme. got
We got him.
One of the greatest South Park moments of all time, by the way. I love that episode so much.
We got him.
Just shoot him in the head. We got him. Anyway, we don't need to do much else, folks. I mean,
Who's getting last? Who's getting last? Pick the matchup between
All right,
me
all right.
and Alan.
that's fair.
Am I gonna lose 8 of 9 to fall
No.
from?
There's no way.
I was 5-2 at one point, y'all. Just remember that.
There's no way that you're gonna lose this
win this
matchup.
one because Mahomes
Yeah.
and Kelsey are gonna get right against Las Vegas.
I've been saying that for a month and it hasn't happened.
I think it happens.
What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't happen?
I
Well,
don't know, man.
Kyler Murray could have a good game against Chicago. Chicago's defense has been playing way better, though.
Sure as fuck not benching Cooper Cup this week.
Nope.
I wouldn't do it. I also think we're going to see finally a true changing of the guard in Pittsburgh's backfield. I think they're going to unleash Jalen Warren because they need something. Or their season has already been going down the tubes. But if they have any chance of squeaking into that 7th spot, which they could still technically get into, they gotta get some pop on offense, and I think that comes through Jalen Warren. So that could affect this matchup a little bit. Because you can run on Cincy. Especially Cincinnati lost DJ Reader, who is their nose tackle, biggest part of their run defense. So
Yep.
yeah, man. I don't know. This one's a toss up to me. I'll go Allen just so that we could shame you because I think that would be more fun. But
I'm gonna go Allen too, just to put some karma out there.
there you go.
I'm picking Jake
That's what I was
because
doing.
I'm not picking Allen's team.
I'm picking Allen. Let's go, Allen.
Allen had a higher point total than me this week.
Hey, Allen, you can be the crust on the side of the bowl. Don't be the turd in the bottom of it. Come on, man.
We had a 2-man race for last place since week 5, and it was Allen and Trish. And Trish dodged the bullet this week. I can't let Allen off the hook.
How about
No.
Trish?
Don't deserve to be here.
Hey, round of applause for Trish. Nice work. You staying out of that shithole. Good
Yeah,
job.
JJ came back just in time to lift her from the depths.
Yep,
Mhm.
she made it. She didn't have to do it.
You
Good
did
job.
it, Trish. You did it.
You did it. You weren't the worst one. But anyway, I mean, that's pretty much all we got. I don't know if you guys got anything else. It's been a fun year. We got
No,
one
it
more
hasn't.
week. Hopefully you guys win. Hopefully I win because God, are we gonna celebrate? It's gonna be a good time. Get
I've
ready for
never-
the memes, baby.
It's
Never-
either you or
I've
Dave's
never-
team. And none of us will live with
I
that.
have never cheered for an Eagles fan so hard in my life. Like I
Oh God, it's gonna be fun when I win, folks. Trophy's gonna come home where it rightfully belongs,
No.
where it should have been this
No.
entire time.
no.
And my strategy was proven right.
Jacoby, I'll never forgive you if you let him get away with this.
What's going to happen is Baltimore's going to put the smack on San Fran, and we're going to ride that right to a championship. It's going to be fun to see Christian McCaffrey, best player in the league, not clear 10 points. It's going to be fantastic. That's what's going to happen. You got
I feel
my
this clip coming to a
guarantee.
group chat near you very soon.
Mm.
And then anyhow, yeah, you clip that. Let's do it. Come on now, put the chips down. And I hope that happens, and then my dynasty team still wins because I had Christian McCaffrey on a dynasty team. I'm playing.
Just remember, Patrick comes in first and Allen comes in last. We're all gonna know why.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway,
Hey, are you going to extend to Jacoby a gentleman's agreement?
No, because I want my money. So I'm not as generous as you. Let's be fair.
Well, if you thought you were gonna win, you would want more money.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm fine.
Are you,
So
hedging, are you hedging bets in the finals?
You're damn right I am. I want $200. Come on, man, I earned that shit.
Unbelievable.
Earn that shit.
Unbelievable.
I had to spend a lot of money to get my ass out there, man. I need at least some return on that investment.
Man. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
in other news, you can all cheer for me in a completely unrelated regard, not for our league. No, seriously, guys.
Give that I'm out.
Seriously, guys. It's actually
I can't
kind of a
do
big
this.
deal. It's actually kind of a big deal. Hang with me. Okay. So there's these huge best ball tournaments that I play in every single year, right? I have never made it past the quarterfinal round. Okay.
That was a big deal.
I am in the semifinal round of a $50,000 tournament. And I took first place in my bracket this week with 160 points. Okay. If I get into the final, the minimum prize is $5,000, folks. That would be huge. Let's go.
$5,000 minimum. Okay, good luck.
Top prize, 50 G's, baby.
How many
That'd be
people
cool.
are in?
This was a tournament of 101,000 people.
How many left?
There's 200 left.
Okay,
Cool.
Pretty sweet.
big
So
balls.
anyway,
I hope you win all the money.
me too, man, because I would buy a house with that money. That would be beautiful.
Nice.
Well, you can't win
You're
all the
not
money
doing
because you're not. Never mind. Bad joke. I'm just gonna move on.
Mm.
If you want to make the gentleman's agreement.
Nah, who gives a shit about that, man? I want 50 grand. Let's be real.
Gentlemen.
Yeah,
No.
well, have I ever purported to be
No.
a gentleman? Come on now. I'm a gentleman to my wife. The rest of you can eat it.
And
Anyway,
that's even debatable.
Yeah, I've been there.
anyhow, we're gonna blow right past that one. So is that it? Did we do it? Are we
I
done?
think we did it. I mean,
Yeah.
Clay didn't do
Fuck
it.
you, Cody, I was right the whole time. Fuck everybody else. We're gonna take home the championship. Let's
Oh,
go,
man.
baby.